Okay, today is May the 15th of 2015. This is Claudia Acero giving feedback on paper called Direct, Oral and Focused Corrective Feedback, a strategy to improve grammatical accuracy in descriptive writing of A1 virtual courses with students at university level. Okay, Dianita, I want to give you some feedback by means of this video. I hope you can watch it and you can also read my feedback. Well, initially I see that the paper is having a problem in organization. So I would say that mainly the problem is organization of information, support of information you are given. Remember that support is using theory or using documents that actually support your ideas. Remember that in a research is not valid to say, it's valid to test, to show, and to prove that what we are doing and what we are saying is valid. There is an issue in language because there is the language, though there are not hard, let's say, difficult problems at understanding, it's basic and is not really academic language. So, okay, so in general terms, this is the other one is the purpose of each section. Due to the lack of organization, you are losing track of what each session is for. So my recommendation is that you actually go to a research book and you actually see what these sections mean. But before going to recommendations, I would say that general, these are the four problems that I saw in your paper. Okay. Um, Whatever you do, please make your paper look professional, um, well presented, and academic. So if you can see the layout, if you can see the format, if you can see the fonts, justifications, etc., etc. So this is an issue that you have to actually improve. So we are actually providing people with a very good piece of paper. Okay. Well, you will find a very detailed feedback. In this moment, I am almost like in the middle of the document. But since my comments are repetitive, so I decided to send you this video so you can actually know and start working. I want you to have the checklist that I sent you as part of the follow-up that we are doing, and that you concentrate on, I'm sorry, on the elements and the sections and the purpose of each one of the sections. For example, the introduction. The introduction has like a page maybe that actually contextualizes reader into the main issue of the research. This introduction may have subsections or all sections can be together. Some students actually prefer to have subsections, but they have to be connected. So we have to tell them about the topic. We have to tell them about the problem you're having in your institution, but you have to support this problem. You have to present your research question and objectives, and of course you have to justify the study. So this is something that comes natural in the study. So you are telling people, hey, I decided to research on this because in my institution we have these and these problems, because in Colombia we have this and this. Remember that we have to make our study universal, that can be used not only for this moment in your institution, but can be used for any other let's say, student or professor that wants to use it. I found a huge problem in the theoretical framework, and from my feedback before, I think that we continue with the same problems: text organization, the purpose of your sections, what theoretical support you are given, etc., etc. Remember that the theoretical framework has like two parts: to present the literature review that has been developed about the topic. So you have to show what research is telling you about oral corrective feedback, what research is telling you about this oral corrective feedback in order to improve writing, because here is any other issue that you are combining. At the same time, you present the state of the art. What is the state of the art? That you actually show readers, hey, in Colombia there have been these studies, or there are no studies, or it has been difficult to find this information, or there is this perspective, but I consider that this one hasn't been done. So be careful with that. And whatever you support and you use in your theoretical framework, of course, has to be in your list of references. I think that definitely this section that is called the theoretical framework should be organized, should be, let's say, thought, because you actually need to see what is the purpose of including all of these elements here. So what is your purpose? You want to show definitions of certain terms. You want to show what has been done so far. Remember that something important in your study is that you are doing it in an online learning environment. So you are teaching students to write in an online learning environment. So try to balance, try to prioritize what's better for the paper. I am a bit worried because still it is not clear what's the purpose of the study. Is it the way to give feedback? Is it the way to improve grammar? Is it the way to improve writing? So there must be something that actually tell us the main purpose of this feedback. I don't know if your main purpose is to tell teachers that they can help students by giving them this kind of feedback. I don't know if the main purpose is to improve writing, letting people know that you conceive writing as a process and that students deserve the time of writing as a process. Or is it that you are caring about grammar and just those structures? So still it is not clear, so you have to recheck the research questions, and based on what you have done, you can continue redefining. Let me write that here. May 15 to 15. Redefining your research question and objectives. Don't feel that you are coming back. This is something natural, and I don't mean that you change, I mean that you redefine your research question. This is what I'm asking you to do. Okay, you have to be careful with the words that you are using. There are some sections that you actually look very anecdotal. So you are just taking to people your experience, and watch out, this is research. This is not writing a personal essay or a journal entry. No, this is theory. Attention to all citations. So you have to follow the APA style. So it's compulsory, it's not optional. It's an academic paper. So you actually pay attention to what you are doing and in the use of APA style format. So revise in all document. Okay. What else do I have here to tell you? As you can see at the end, let's say that I was kind of repeating some comments. I think that, let's say that probably you are copying in a way what other students did. I want you to feel your papers, that you talk to the reader. If you can talk to the reader, let's say that the text will run smoothly. For example, yeah, we know what the research design section is about, so there is no need to say something like this. Try to find a way to talk to the readers. The following section will describe and you explain, will give details on and you describe. In the part of type of study, definitely you need to concentrate on the issue of action research, and you actually need to find the ways to define action research so you can explain why your research is an action research study. Don't forget that here you have to include probably the stages that you carried out, and even the timeline that was considered for this research. So far, we don't know if the study took place in 2 years, 2 months, 1 week, so not clear because you have not mentioned that. So it's very important for the reader to know what kind of a study was this one, and how long did it take. So attention to that. I'm still worried about the way you are presenting the university and the grammar. It seems that the only important issue for the university is grammar, and I am not certain about that, because nowadays with the evolution and with let's say for long the language field, the EFL community have spoken about communication instead of grammar. So if your focus is grammar and you want to dedicate your life to grammar, you have to support it. Why is it important that teachers still work on grammar? Why is it important that teachers care about grammar? I don't think the UNAD has this vision, but anyway, you are the teacher, and please provide support for this information. Mm, the way that you are presenting results is probably not the best one. Improve results presentation. In this part, it seems that you have a diagnosis. It's important that you comment on this and that you describe the diagnosis so a reader will actually know where this information was taken from. Because so far, it seems that it just came out of nothing. Numbers are not clear. For example, the number of words of heroes is 2.3. I don't understand where this information come from. So it's important that you say that. Again, this part is too personal, so you need support. I am suggesting that you look for convenient sample so you can actually provide the reader with that support. I think that till here I have already read, and of course I should continue reading this, but I'm aware that most of the comments will be very similar to what I'm telling you. So, Dianita, let's say that you are in the process. Your paper is not done yet. It will take a little bit of time to have a final version, but it all depends on the way that you do it. My suggestion is that based on this, you take a look to all the paper. I have included a section that says what is next or what to do next. This is what I told you, for example, last time. And this is what I'm telling you right now. So May 15 to 15. So what is next? Improve. Let's say that my general suggestion to all the students, you are free if you want to do it, is to organize a mind map to clear your mind. So you can actually say, okay, in my introduction, I want to include this and this and this, and I want to say, so you can see all the elements and connections among the sections. So you can have like a whole vision of your paper. This is my first suggestion. My second one is improve sections, and please what you have to do is different color. Whatever you do, use a different color. I don't want to revise a totally new section. I want to see the changes that you are doing and what you are actually changing. At the same time, I will ask you that you do a table of amendments. So what is a table of amendments? That is a table that says the comment I gave you and your correction, what you did to change. Let's say more theory was added, the word was changed, etc. Okay, Dianita, so I hope that probably in the next week, probably by May the 20, let's say May the 29th, I can receive a new version and a very good version, okay? 29th, new version. Okay, Diana, this is it for today.